Hey guys, we're back with another episode of Magic the Gathering Duels of the Planeswalkers 2014. Sometimes I like to just show you my range. I'm here with Nick.
What range?
Nick, how you doing? I like to go real high.
I've had enough of you screaming at the beginning of these episodes, Rob. You're going to disturb someone, and you knock them out of their chair, and they're going to have a heart attack, and they're going to sue you and me.
I know!
I am alpacapatrol!
That was pretty good, actually. I don't know if you started as low as you're probably able to go, though.
Impressive. Yeah, actually, Baer, I'm actually curious.
How low can you go? Let's hear the lowest.
Let's hear the lowest.
Can you go? Where, Taffy?
This is my deepest base. This is like the until I get like all grab.
Goddamn Batman!
Ladies.
Up there.
Where's Rachel?
You beat your Batman, Bear Taffy.
Again.
You motherfucker! I can take you in a fight in deep voices any day.
Where is Austin?
That sounds like the devil
All right,
asked
you
that.
win.
The bear devil.
Well, that was fun. Thanks for joining us in Magic.
The magic bass voices.
Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe.
Rate 5 stars.
We have to do a whole episode all in deep bass voices.
Smash
Right.
that like button.
Do an episode in deep
Nick,
bass
you should
voices.
scratch that start button.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah, are we all randoming? What are we doing
I
here?
think we're
I'm
randoming.
randoming.
I'm gonna randomize the randomness.
Rob?
I'm random. I'm always
Damn.
random.
Rob,
One guy said like, please stop randoming.
Sorry,
And I'm
whoever you
sorry.
are, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep.
Please.
I'm gonna keep doing
Pick up the
that.
children.
Oh, why do I have a David Bowie
alright.
cover on one of my cards? That's pretty weird.
You have a David Bowie cover on one of your cards. That's amazing. Like
Pretty
someone
sure I
who's
do, yeah.
covering his song, or like an album.
No, it's just an album cover.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
cool.
David Bowie. Just, I mean, it doesn't look anything like him, but it looks like an album that he would have if he looked like that.
That's good. Is it him as the Goblin King?
No, he's like as a lion.
Oh, interesting. I could see David
Yeah.
Bowie being a lion.
Austin knows what it is.
I don't think there's a single animal I couldn't picture David Bowie as, honestly.
Yeah, that's a good
David
point.
Bowie is an
Giraffe.
animalistic character.
Yeah, I can see giraffe.
He
What
was a
about
good
Gorilla
Nikola
David
Tesla.
Bowie?
Girafarig is an actual Pokemon.
That's an
Girafarig
actual
is
Pokemon.
Yeah, that is a Pokemon. He's a psychic type.
That's sad.
Yeah. It's actually kind of weird because he's deformed. He has 2 heads.
Have you guys tried that Pokemon Fusion thing?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's the greatest.
That
You've been on
website?
r/Pokemon at all in the past year?
Well, no, I haven't. I actually found out about it from Green.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, he was talking about it on Twitter, and like as if it were a new thing. Like, that shit's been around for like 3 years.
Yeah.
I'd never seen it.
I mean, it's really fun. I've done a lot
We're
of things.
following Reddit rules, man. It's a repost, but it's new to us, so it's still
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
I'll vote.
I'm totally
vote, yeah.
You know what? I always get angry when people are like, oh, this is a repost, blah 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 blah. It's like, well, I
Oh
wasn't
god,
part
it's
of.
still my turn.
That's
I'm sorry.
exactly
Yeah.
how they sound.
No, but basically it is because it's like, this is. Do you guys want to see how many times this has been reposted? Let me show you all the different times it's been reposted. And
Look
it's
at
like,
how much time
I don't
I spent
care.
and the effort I put into
Here's the
making this
graph
list.
explaining entirely exactly how stupid you are.
I split it
made
into
an
a pie
immigrant
chart
entry.
and a dotted line graph, just so you guys
It's
can be
the
very clear
PowerPoint
on this.
presentation. It's
Box
gonna
and
be for
Whisker.
you. Box and Whisker.
It's the best chart.
It does sound like a good choice.
Are we gonna have a best chart fight right now, Nick? Because I'll throw down.
Whoa. It's going
Wait,
down.
you disagree with me that Box and Whisker is the best chart.
I think pie chart is clearly the most descriptive chart of the charts
I
available on
might-
default Microsoft
Your
Excel.
days are goddamn numbered, Bear Taffy.
I don't know. I might have to go with Baer here. Pie chart is pretty good. All for 2 reasons.
You're
1,
insane.
very informative. 2, I really like pie.
Why don't we all make a chart in our respective favorite chart to prove which is the most statistically
I'm gonna
proven
make a
best
chart, and at this point in the video, I'm gonna overlay the chart I made to demonstrate to Nick why his chart is inferior to my chart.
We'll see about that.
I'll probably forget.
I forget where I saw there's this really ironic photo that was posted to Reddit or something where it's like it was like a pie chart about statistics being inaccurate, and like it said 33%, but it like on the pie chart it took up like 60% of the circle. You get it? Yeah.
Nope.
It was funny though.
Because that's not how big it should be.
Right.
I assume it looked.
See, if we explain the humor, people have more fun with it.
Welcome back to Baer Explains the Joke.
Oh man, could that be a series I run? I have to do that now.
When we first started making that joke of the dude explains the joke thing, I did always want to do that. I always wanted to find really funny jokes and then just dryly explain what makes them funny. And that'd be the
Sitting
end.
on an armchair in front of a fireplace, smoking a
Yeah.
pipe.
Oh no! We should get Bill Murray to host. That would be
Oh, that's a good
amazing,
idea.
right? That would be so funny.
Oh,
Oh.
God, you got an aura deck, Nick.
Shit.
Rob, I would really enjoy seeing you sitting in front of. Oh yeah, I want to draw a card. In front of a fireplace, smoking a pipe, doing anything really.
Yeah, me too. Really. To be honest with you,
do.
I've
Wearing like a robe, right? I mean, that's what you wear.
yeah. Have you guys ever smoked a pipe? It's
I
interesting.
have a pipe.
You have a pipe. That's
yeah,
cool.
I have a legit corncob pipe.
I have
Ooh.
a pipe, but it's what I flush my poop down.
That too.
What?
What did I do?
Oh, let's not get a poop conversation because. Oh, also, how many minutes was it? 3?
That was like
Four?
five
6.
minutes, I think. Yeah,
Six?
around 6
Yeah.
minutes. Yeah.
So I was
I'm
gonna
like,
say
I'm
Rob
sit
has that
over
weird
here.
magical
Cultivating lands.
pipe story that I don't still understand exactly.
Magic pipe story.
Magic pipe story.
Yeah, with your toilets that don't have like the
Oh,
basin thing
that
on
bullshit. Yeah.
Yeah,
My
it was-
toilets don't flush.
My
Fucking-
toilet. I
did
can
not
flush
in
my.
New York.
I could walk into my bathroom right now and I could flush the toilet 100
can't
times
flush
in a
the toilet.
row, and it won't matter. It would flush at just as well every time.
We've solved this goddamn problem, man. This isn't cold case. There's a tank somewhere else. It's just not where you can see it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, obviously. But it is. But it's like way better like that than it is with the shitty like tank thing that.
No, because if everyone
it's
in
funny
your
because we're talking about toilets.
if everyone in your apartment building flushes the toilet at the exact same moment, you're just shit out of luck. Get it?
Yeah, it's a good pun. And on that pun, we're gonna end the Magic series, friends. For
Forever.
that's the end.
I was
Enjoy
hoping Baer
yourselves.
would explain the joke.
The joke is funny because feces.
Yeah,
Feces
basically.
is
That
really
could be an
funny.
entire episode. It could be 12 seconds, and it would start off with the joke, and then I would say, "This joke is humorous because poop is funny," and then I would just cut to black, and that
I
that
kind
would
of want
make
you
me
to
millions.
zoom in though. Like, I want your face to appear on the screen, like still frame. Your face shows up. You zoom into your face really close, and then you explain the joke.
And then I just slowly start to develop a smile over the course of like 35 seconds. Just
Oh,
menu
like
by
that one
menu.
guy. I don't remember what they called him, but he would always look up at the camera and then do a really creepy smile, and he did that like 100 times.
Yeah,
Oh,
Different
yeah.
thing.
that guy was the best. The little like the little Filipino man.
Anderson
He
Cooper?
was like drinking orange juice and
Yeah, he was the greatest. I like that guy a lot. I would love to hang out with that man, just so he could do that
Seems
to
like a
ladies
fun
in the
man.
bar.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good dude.
100% agreed.
I would hang out with that man. Whoa, divine transformation.
Um,
Mm.
Do I want to draw a card? No.
good God.
No.
Yeah, that core thing is gonna
Stop.
get really strong.
Yeah.
Like really
Oh,
strong.
Jesus. That thing can get buffed up real quick.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh Long Johnson.
His turn.
Oh Don
I should get the
Piano.
blocker.
Oh, Long Johnson.
You really
Oh,
should
that's
have.
amazing.
Oh Long Johnson.
Why, I don't.
Don't forget Don Johnson. He's got Long Johnson and Don Johnson. They're
He's a
both.
smart dude. He's a smart cat.
Yeah,
Good
he
cat.
really is. I love him a lot.
Brings
That
back
was-
the days of America's Funniest Animals or whatever on Animal Planet. That
I
only,
did-
the only good show on that network.
I honestly found out about Olong Johnson from the South Park episode.
That
Saw it
was like 20
originally-
years ago.
I know.
Videos from like the freaking 80s.
I know. I always kind of hated America's Funniest Home Videos because it was just like it is basically Tosh.0 right before Tosh.0, but it just had like really campy, family friendly humor on top of it, and it's like,
Right.
dude, just show me the videos. Like I once YouTube came out, it was like, oh, thank God, I can watch funny videos and I don't have to have some asshole trying to make like clever
Right.
jokes about it and make like little like boing noises when the dog falls in the pool. Like I don't care about that shit. I'd rather just watch
But
the
now
funny video.
Tosh.0's a thing, and now you can't separate the funny ones from like the gore and the violent ones, and I just really don't want want to see those at all.
Would you rather have the Brink or would you rather have Daniel Tosh?
Yeah, that's fair.
I'd probably rather have Daniel Tosh, but still, I just don't want to see all the gore stuff.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But that said, I haven't watched Tosh.0 in a while because I also browse
he's
Reddit.
been pushing the line more and more.
Yeah, well,
You have RWTF, so you're good.
Yeah, well, and it's also just like a lot of times when I watch Tosh.0, it's like, oh yeah, I saw that on Reddit like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
It's like
I think that's his entire writing staff just goes on Reddit.
You know what?
Yeah,
I think they've been.
it seems like
they haven't really denied that very vehemently. I'm
No,
pretty sure they're just open about the fact that, well, yeah, a lot of things end up on Reddit, and we find them there, and we think they're funny, so they go on TV, and then we make money from that.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean that's fair, I guess.
Yeah.
That's how
They have
Philip
better production
Dick-
value than Reddit.
And Ray William Johnson has been doing that for a while, and nobody really seems to care that much, apart from a lot of people that don't really matter.
I wouldn't care either, really. Even if I was like a viral video creator, because like one, my video's already viral, right? That's the only way that he can found it. So
Yeah, of
whatever.
course.
He's not stealing views from me. And then secondly, he's definitely not stealing views from me because he's making people look at my video. So it's like, yeah, it's a win-win, really. It's one of those
I hardly think
things.
that anybody that has a viral video is really of the opinion that, like, wow, I definitely deserve all of this attention, and I have like a reputable fan base now with which to build
Right.
upon.
You know,
Except for marketing reps who can suck a dick.
Yeah. Whenever I read comment, like I was reading something about when Total Biscuit had this whole thing, right? Like we talked about in the last episode, or 2 episodes ago, whatever. The Total Biscuit thing.
No,
You know,
sorry.
No,
Nick
he's
didn't attack.
because I skipped attack. Because I just didn't want to be a dick to Rob mostly.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Nice
but,
guy.
Yeah, thank you. Anyway, yeah, the Total Biscuit thing. I was reading the comments because the comments were like, you know, talking about, some people were like, yeah, they make up to like $2 million a year or something, and then like I just always see the comments of people being like, whoa, I need to go on YouTube. Like they get paid that much for that? Like I need to go on YouTube and make some shitty cat shitting on a dog video or something. And it's just like I always found that like so
I gotta go
disrespectful
search
and stuff.
shitty cat shitting on a dog, and I feel like I'm gonna
Right.
get some good results.
I'm
It's a
sure you
shitty
will.
cat, too, so
Yeah,
it's
he's-
like full of shit.
He's covered
Well,
in
is it a cat
feces
covered
already.
in shit, or is it just like a cat made entirely of shit?
Or it's just not a very good cat. I mean, there's those two.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good
Just a
point.
poor quality cat.
It's a bad cat.
Below average quality.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So, but that whenever I see those, because I always see those comments when they talk about YouTubers, like, these fucking assholes, they make this much money. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, it's the same for anything, or like it's the same thing when people say like, whoa, Robert Downey Jr. got paid $50 million for Iron Man. He's overpaid. It's like, no, he's not overpaid. You know why he's not overpaid? Because he sells way more than $50 million worth of tickets. And that's the reason that they pay him $50 million. Like, it's just relative. That's all it is. It's like, oh, hold on. I'm in the middle of a turn here now.
Probably with the spell card, you're playing the blue deck.
Yeah, well, you know that thing that's been happening to me every Magic episode where I can either get one land or many lands?
You've been really good at that.
You
Yeah.
don't have one
Very
card that
consistent.
says put so-and-so card back in hand or anything like that?
No. No, I don't.
That sucks. That's
Yeah,
like the whole point of that
Austin's
deck.
I
conspiring
know.
against me, I can
It's
tell.
I am
pretty
completely.
terrible.
I'll say it, Nick. I want that card gone.
It's getting to the point where Austin is starting to get a little frightening.
Yeah, I'm not at all, which is nice, I guess.
Hey, I haven't attacked you. I could have. Attack Nick.
Who's got the
We
best
want to keep Rob on the board right
instant?
Yeah, Rob's the only one who can kill Nick's creature.
now, though. Right.
Oh, Baer, don't take this as a bad thing.
Uh huh.
But-
Are you about to say something like really mean to me?
Yeah, I really think that you should go on a diet because, man.
You know, I need to.
No, I wanted to, because I know that you have instant cards, so I'm going to take those. And,
Oh.
I don't know.
You're gonna lava axe him with his own lava axe.
No, I'm not going to lava axe Baer. Here's
The
a
ultimate insult.
you, I
oh,
guys.
thanks.
Let
I'm
me
glad
lava
I didn't
axe you.
I-
get the guy who has no
I didn't
life
think-
steal sitting
what?
up to get
I wasn't-
halfway, and the guy with a 10-14 with life steal, he's fine.
I'm just- I
He attacks
didn't
once,
have
he doubles his life,
anything-
Don't worry about it.
I didn't, like,
How
I was
am doing
expecting
that? I can double
a...
my life.
I can math.
Austin, you know how you can make Easy Mac more delicious?
How's that?
You add some salt.
Oh,
Got him.
BJ Salt.
Yeah,
So
that's
what
just
were we
GG out of
saying
this
before
one.
I completely...
That was an emotional loss for me.
Aren't all
can see
magic
that.
losses emotional?
They really, it's true. So what was it? Oh yeah, right, yeah. With the stack of the point of relative worth that people just don't seem to understand. That
Relatively, go fuck yourself.
and then also it's the next step, right? Where like people don't understand relative worth, and they also expect that it's morally fair that inheritance is a thing, because it's not really. You know. If you think about it,
I've had no problem with inheritance in my,
No,
personal points of view.
in this current system, yes, inheritance is fine, because, I mean, that's just, it's part of the system. But, if you were to Rawls it Veil of Ignorance and think about inheritance, it doesn't really make any sense. Because, like, okay, Michael Jordan...
Nervous.
Alright, be nervous.
Should be.
Yeah, be nervous
I
about
don't
your
know who to attack,
inheritance.
because whoever I attack, if they have the wrong thing in their hand, I've just screwed myself.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to attack the person who's tapped out. It's going to be Austin.
I am not tapped out.
He's not tapped out at all, actually.
I had not
What?
a single card tapped.
Yeah.
No, I mean your,
Oh,
your
your
mana.
land is tapped out.
Ah!
Oh.
That makes sense. But yeah. So, like for instance...
Everyone's tapped out, Nick.
No, but you are mostly, and you have the most creatures. That's what I
You have the most land not
You're just a
available.
piece of shit is what you are.
Well, I mean, I don't have trample, so calm down. Jesus.
What I do is fucking match.
What,
Damn.
what was
Got
I...
lost.
1-1. Calm down. You're very salty today.
I am super salty. I admit it.
God.
Anyway.
I don't even know how to handle you at this point, Nick.
Yeah, he's a dangerous man.
Just
The
attack
club
me.
can't even handle you right now, and I
Cradle
am
the
the club.
sack, mostly.
I guess.
Did you say bring on the sack?
No, I said cradle the sack.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, that's good.
Now he's just being cocky.
I get it.
Almost literally. Oh, sorry, I ruined the joke, didn't I? Here's
You
why
did.
that wasn't
Back.
funny upon my continuation.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
Also,
Baer-
off on the tangent that we brought up like 5 minutes ago, another show called Grade Your Cat, where we have people bring in their kitten and we assign it a letter grade based on different qualities.
I love that idea.
Isn't that just
I'm so in.
eugenics? I feel like that's just eugenics.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
not
A Pokemon thing?
No, that's
Eugenics?
the new Edmund McMillan game that is an
Oh.
I mean, it's both of them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this. Wait, no, not that.
Uh-oh.
Oh God,
Is it kill
Okay.
everything?
Link Bear.
zoom out.
I think he's gonna do a kill everything
Continuing.
card.
No,
No?
he didn't do anything.
No, I don't really have any options like that.
Oh, I'm gonna do this. Dun, 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 dun.
I guess I'm just gonna move into the
That's
next
what I wanted to
phase.
do. I was in the improper stage by which to do it.
Phase, yeah.
He has I think, yeah, Nick has the My Creature Doesn't Die card, by the way.
He does. He does have that.
The one that just doesn't take damage.
Wow.
Why is that a thing? Why can't
Yeah.
I do that?
I don't know.
Wait, prevent all damage that would be dealt to Dawn Elemental?
They should add more flavor text to that. It just says prevent all damage and flip off everyone else at the table every time you use this creature.
There should be a taunt
read its
button.
flavor text. It's essentially what it says. It was
it?
midnight on the Daru Plains, yet it seemed the sun was rising. It's just like, I don't play by the rules.
Wow.
That
Yeah.
is
He plays by
basically
no one's rules,
a middle
but go on.
finger. All right, I'm gonna lava axe Nick just because I feel like I
Alright,
should,
that's fine.
That's fair enough.
and then I'll be done.
Alright. Alright. Well.
So did you guys want to talk about that Twitter thing that Rob mentioned
Yeah,
earlier?
let's
'Cause I
talk
don't
about
know
the Twitter thing.
the best
Yeah.
way to describe that entire situation. So if one of you guys wants to jump into that.
I could probably give a spiel about it. So I think was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. Later in the day, we started seeing a bit of a tirade, mostly from Adam Sessler, about something that him and I don't know how to say his name. Is it Gias?
Not sure.
Geese?
Arthur the Geese.
Arthur Geese.
Yes.
Alright, well,
Everybody
see you
knows
guys
that.
later. I think that's the end of me.
Oh damn!
Vengeance.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. No, you're still in.
Oh, you're good, man.
No,
You just
well,
gotta-
11. Okay, yeah. No, I am now.
Gotta
Because,
swallow that
yeah, I while Baer was talking there, I wanted to mention that Austin just became the most powerful player on the board with that one card that's not tapping. If you just go ahead and read that one.
balls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Well, that's
Oh shit.
I
Yeah.
still misplayed that. I just want you dead. You
Why?
lava axe me.
What did I
It's a little
do?
scary.
Lava axe. That's it. That's it. Just because I lava axe.
That's the whole reasoning. No, I'm pulling a cam on this one. I'm putting myself out there to be killed just to make sure you don't win.
Just to
All
teach
right.
you a lesson.
Yep.
Well, considering that's the case, then I guess I might as well do this, even though I don't think it's gonna work as I intend it to.
I doubt it.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not going to take the auras.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I figured it wouldn't. Oh well. Nah, I'm dead anyway. It's fine.
If you would have just said that, I would have told you before you played it.
I mean,
wanted
I
to fly it.
figured. Well, I
Yeah,
figured
you
that
did.
it wouldn't, but it didn't really
Worth a
matter
shot.
either way.
Yep.
Doesn't-
So anyway, yeah, Adam Sessler mostly, and then Arthur Geese. We're talking about something that they felt was a big enough deal to. Well, in Adam's own words, he said this is bad enough to where he now has to consider alternative professional venues, and a whole bunch of speculation arose from that. There was an entire Reddit thread on our games.
An
trying
ugly
to-
thread. I don't recommend it.
Yeah, it's all the speculation that you could possibly concoct wrapped up into one ugly little bubble of people that have no idea what's going on, but feel
Right.
that they should voice a solid, authoritative opinion about it regardless.
Right. And they, of course, are like angry also, and sort of they expect something from it too, and they think that they're just being whiny, even though they have no idea what is the problem in the first place.
Right.
So, weird.
But anyway, yeah, like a collective of union people that upvote the thing that makes the most sense if you present it in a context that has nothing to do with what's actually going on.
I would say
which
it
of course is
sounds the
nothing.
best would be a better way to phrase it. Whatever
Yeah.
sounds the best gets the most.
Yeah, but you're super salty, so I mean, like, if you want to, if you want to take the reins on your own, there, Austin, I guess you can do it.
I put some kind of things in all of your coffees today, didn't I?
You did. So yeah, the speculation runs rampant, and a lot of people are seeming to think that it has something to do with YouTube monetization, which really I feel like is very unlikely, given the fact that not only Arthur Geese and I'm gonna keep calling him that because I have no idea how to say
Yeah,
it.
I mean, fair enough.
Arthur Geese and Adam Sessler are not the only ones who would be affected by that, and I seriously doubt that they would be like the only ones to be aware of it. And again, Nick has almost quadruple starting health. We just have
Yeah.
to put that out before
Wonder whose fault that was.
we get into. Clearly, Rob's, I guess.
It's
Yeah.
kind of mine.
It's not my fault at all. What did I
Clearly
have?
Rob's fault.
I have. Look at the cards on the board right now. I have a phantasmal bear. That's what I got. Yeah, I've got
Ghost
nothing.
bear.
Yeah.
So, what?
It's
Ghost
Ghost
bear.
bear.
Oh, it's the
Anyway.
ghost
Oh.
bear.
Yeah, it's Ghost Bear.
I remember that.
Yeah, it's the Ghost
Anyway,
Bear.
I read the tweets. It's kind of weird because they make it seem super impending,
Yeah.
and at the same time they don't say anything about it. And I guess they're probably being held to not say things about it, which is understandable.
And that's
But it-
most likely why they're not directly stating what it is that we're supposed to be
Right.
so worried about. And that's what really frustrated me on that Reddit thread was everyone's like, why don't they just tell us? So, like, clearly they have a reason for that. They're not just
Yeah.
being teases for attention like everyone kept saying, which is just stupid. They're professionals in the
Al-
industry.
Also, not only that, he did, like Adam Sessler did clarify that it would have a nominal effect on like you as a consumer. So like it basically will have no bearing on anyone else.
Well, so let me say the thing that I think that it is, and this is also speculation because as of this date, we still don't know what it is. Maybe that'll be changed by the time this is uploaded because news moves pretty quickly. But I saw a tweet that was an anonymous email that was saying something to the effect of, well, a bunch of us in the industry are perturbed at the fact that it was either Microsoft or Sony or both are requiring new game reviews to be done in a staged environment where they need to be sitting in with the developer and either watching and taking notes or playing under supervision of the developers or publishers in this case, which, again, still speculation, don't know if that's at all true, but if that is the case, would completely just ruin games journalism.
Yeah, and Jason Schreier actually sent out a tweet earlier today saying that was basically bunk.
Oh,
Yeah,
good, and I like
yeah.
that guy, I trust him.
Well, also, like, not only would that
Oh,
be...
sorry, I totally just realized I was on the timer for that whole thing.
That's all right.
Yeah, the other thing, too, about that, though, is that there's like no way that could be possible just because of the logistics of that. There's no way that they could get a Sony rep out to like every game review site or whatever. But
it would ruin reviews in the first place.
Well, but we don't know.
There
We
would
still
be no good reviews.
literally.
Well, they don't necessarily want reviews; they want advertisements, which
The
makes
thing
sense.
the thing is, though, we literally are speculating on the most cryptic things ever. Like, we have absolutely no
we're just taking
information
shots in
about
the dark
The extent
right
of
now.
these tweets are something bad's gonna happen, dude.
Yeah.
About it. That's all we
Yeah.
You should have just said that.
The one thing that I can speculate on is the only thing that I think makes any logical sense to me is it probably has something to do, like, pertaining to the share button and stuff.
Right, and that's my other idea, is that Sony, once they've done this share button thing, they're going to not let YouTube be a thing anymore for their products, because they want all the sharing to be done through their avenues. So I'm assuming, if that's the case, sharing will happen, they will take them down, or they will issue either claims or strikes against people's accounts who do that, and no monetization would occur.
Right. Yeah, that's the only thing that I could possibly think of. That said, though, honestly, that's not the biggest deal in the world to me.
Well, but like I said earlier when we were chatting about this on Skype, it might still have a bearing because, as I mentioned earlier, the Sony program for indie games, Baer is blocking. Sony has the best program coming up of the next-gen consoles for indie games, and all of us, to some extent, are kind of tied into that. So if Sony's worried about claims on indie games, it might not be able to differentiate between PC and PS3 or PS4 footage. So we could end up in trouble over that shit for no reason.
Well, then I basically just won't cover those games if that's the case. That's the thing. It's if that is what it is, then it is just shooting yourself in the foot. And it kind of goes back to that whole thing where it's just like a lot of these game companies don't understand the mutual benefit. It's sort of like the Ray William Johnson and the viral videos, right? Like, Ray William Johnson isn't hurting the viral videos by showing them on his channel. If anything, he's helping. Yes, the viral videos don't get the revenue from his video, sure, but there's compromises to be made, I think, really.
Yeah.
And
this is almost an extension now of the discussion we were having about the Total Biscuit issue too, and it's something that people really need to realize is the fact that YouTube understands that 80% of their content now is from the gaming community, at least 80% of content that generates monetization. Well, no, I think so. I'm speculating still. I mean, I obviously don't have like an inside scoop or anything, but I'm of the understanding that YouTube, operating as a business, realizes that they are destroying a significant portion of their revenue stream by trying to fight against this big community that they've, grown to kind of, I guess, accept to a degree. We label them the enemy because of all this crap that goes down, especially because of the copyright strikes and the way that they handle everything so poorly. I mean, if you approach that from the devil's advocate side too, you can see that, well, given the scope of the business that they run, it's kind of impossible to really assume that anything better is going to happen beyond that. But they are not going to go so far as to, blanket sweep under the table everything that could possibly, get them in trouble legally. Because they've been dealing with that forever, and they will continue to deal with that. There's no way of handling it right now, just given current copyright law that allows them to have a clean slate on the whole ordeal. But they are not going to agree to any sort of thing that they know will at least alienate, if not completely destroy, the potential of all these big channels to do what they do.
Yeah, right, exactly.
They know that. There's no way they're getting around it, and it's very clear to everyone involved, I'm sure.
Well, but then there's always the element where maybe they just say, well, screw this, let's abandon ship because Twitch is a thing now and we don't want to compete with them. So why don't we just make it as easy as possible to work with as big a company as possible? And yes, I know it's a bunch of our revenue, and please, commenters, don't get into a how much does PewDiePie make on his account thing. That doesn't go anywhere. Nobody knows. Don't worry about it. But I don't know that YouTube necessarily does value that information and that revenue as much as everyone seems to give them credit for, because they've been making a lot of really dramatically suicidal business decisions with regard to how they handle the people that use their service. And I think we can all sort of agree to that.
Yeah.
At the same time, they still basically have a monopoly, and they can continue to treat it as such. I mean, you brought up the good point of the fact that Twitch is starting to move into their territory, and rightfully so, because Twitch is handling things well, handling things the way and typically a company trying
and
to
they haven't made any steps or strides into try to counteract that. So it seems to me like they're just saying, well, hands up, I'm just out. Right? Because their streaming service still garbage.
Yeah, they haven't made
really
any.
done
Well,
anything.
I think what it kind of seems like to me is that YouTube might just simply be understaffed. It may be something that's just a low priority for Google, because all this stuff that we're complaining about seems to just be not high on their priorities list, basically. Because I mean, like we were talking about with the whole GB thing, like they're working on their mobile device, they're fighting in court with Microsoft and all these people and stuff about or with everybody trying to be trying to compete on mobile and making all these other things. I just don't think that they care, which is unfortunate because it's one of those things. And it's another one of those things too where, like, say YouTube bans gaming content across the board, right? And that's what people were speculating, though for the reasons that Baer mentioned, I don't think will ever happen because it's just so much of their revenue stream from YouTube. But say they do that. All that will do is propel Twitch, and Twitch would be fine with it. And honestly, I might be fine with it too.
I think I'd be okay with it.
Yeah, because the thing is, YouTube obviously doesn't give a shit about us. Like, they don't care at all. And it doesn't look like they're making any moves to endear us in any way or make us feel like they do. They don't really care that they don't care about us. They don't care that we know that they don't care about us. And if they're cool with doing whatever. So it's like, well, I know Twitch cares about me.
We say this, and it's become kind of like a recurring theme. It's like, oh, YouTube doesn't care about us. They don't understand. But we say that because, like, YouTube has obviously, like, well, they have their giant Twitter handle that never responds to anything, but they have, like, a community-based YouTube thing. They try to make it appear as though they have this outreach that Twitch has obviously made it clear that they have based on their actions and not telling you that it exists. YouTube has the means by which to communicate on a level basis with all of us, like, content creators. Like, even the big people, like people like Total Biscuit and PewDiePie, and even like Northern Lion to a degree, probably should have some kind of direct contact, or at least somebody that they can go to say, like, hey, listen, we as a collective have come to the conclusion that, like, such and such is a problem. Can we talk about that? There's nothing like that exists with YouTube right now, and like Rob said, they make no efforts to make it appear as though that exists.
Have you seen their creator blog? It's basically as much of a joke as their Twitter account, where they just go in and post, like, these are the new wonderful things we've added to YouTube, completely ignoring all the things that are actually broken.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just a big, like, dick-sucking circle, and it just, every single blog post that they do is, like, 500,000 comments of, this shit's broken, why won't you do it? And they just ignore all of it.
To go on a bit of a tangential note, just because of the way that you phrased something there, you said, a big dick-sucking circle. I wasn't aware those were things that existed. What is a big dick-sucking circle, out of curiosity?
Oh, it's, well, you've heard of a circle jerk, right? It's like an escalation of such a thing, where you just, instead of hands, you use mouths. I mean, it's pretty simple.
But I feel like circle, like, is the circle itself big, or is it a circle that's limited only to those with big dicks?
Both, actually.
I see.
Big dick, big circle.
Okay, I see.
Go big or go home,
well,
right?
Okay, so here's my problem, because I'm trying to imagine this in my head.
Yeah, do it.
The issue is that you'd have a bit of a twisting circle, wouldn't you? Because you get through, like, the first section, and then that's fine. But then people are in, like, weird positions. Wouldn't you have, like, a Mobius strip type of situation going on with all the dick sucking?
No, it's actually quite symmetrical. If you think about it, well, I don't really want to think about it.
I'm really glad you were at least able to get up to 419 life, Nick. I mean, like, I was worried that you were going to get a bit too low there.
Yeah.
Really.
Only imagine.
It was a close game. I'll be
from intellectual discussions about YouTube to dick-sucking circles in a matter of seconds.
That was good stuff.
Yeah.
That was a great discussion. I like that we capped it off with that. It was quite appropriate. Things focused in, what's really important.
Right, it's dick-sucking circles, really.
I mean, like, guys, really, the YouTube things are all right, but what we got to clarify here is big dick sucking circles are a thing.
Well, you know, it does really shine a light on like whatever it is that we're doing, which hasn't existed ever before YouTube, really. Because it's like we're sort of entertainers, and like in Nick's case and some other YouTubers' case, we're sort of journalists. But then we're sort of just personalities, so we're sort of like talk show hosts.
Maybe a little of all of it.
We're also radio show hosts, basically.
I'm sorry, you
Batman.
used the phrase "shine a light on it," and now all I can think of is a dick flashlight hybrid utility.
Would that be used in the
Wow.
dick sucking circle?
Imagine
Well, yeah,
so.
obviously.
It's got to be dark in there. Nobody wants to know whose dick they're sucking.
That's a good point. You know, when you're sucking on dick, you basically close your eyes, because I mean, you don't want to know.
You close your eyes and you wait for it to be over.
Well,
I
they have
really-
flashlights already. That's a thing. So that's
Yeah,
like
that's
a light.
true. That's a good point. Actually, did you guys ever hear that Louis C.K. bit about sucking dicks?
No,
I
why
think
don't you
so,
enlighten
actually.
us?
Yeah.
It's really good. Where he's like, you know, I
How can you
haven't.
explain it.
I've never sucked a dick before, and that's weird because most of the people on Earth have sucked a dick before. Like, and he explains it, and he's probably kind of right. He's like, probably more than 50% of people on Earth have sucked a dick, right? Because like half the population is female, right? So you have to
Like a
assume
little
a
more
good
than half,
percentage,
yeah.
right?
But
And then you
not
have to
all
consider,
women suck dicks.
right?
I was gonna
That's
say, like,
fair.
of those
Reasons.
women, maybe like 25% of them are, you know, old enough to perpetuate that they would have the opportunity to suck a dick.
All right, fair enough. But then of the 50% of population, there's also a good percentage of the population that's male that have probably sucked a dick before.
Oh, that's
And then you also have to
Think it's a
consider other men who have, you know, sucked a dick under various circumstances, whether or not pertaining to their sexual orientation. So really, there's like 1,000 people in the world that have never sucked a dick who are just, you know, just getting blown and not blowing back.
Well,
it's not really fair.
I don't know if the story that you started there really necessitates the ending.
Yeah, that was a big leap in numbers.
There's a very large leap in the statistical analysis that you just performed. If Baer, if you could make like a chart.
I
about
was
that.
just gonna say I'll whip up a pie chart for
Well,
this, and Rob, I'll let you know once.
If
that
I
is
could,
available.
if I could explain
It's a
the
nice little
joke,
pie. It's a
the-
slice of American pie.
if I could explain the joke a bit, the use of the number 1,000 was meant in hyperbole to accentuate the humor of the fact that there would be a small percentage of people who have never sucked a penis before.
So, if what is the percentage you think of people who have not sucked dick? What percentage would you?
If we're talking realistically,
realistically,
let's say we consider adults.
35%.
okay, adults only.
Of adults
okay, over
have
the
not
age
sucked
of
a dick.
20, over the age of
35%, right? Yeah, that seems kind of fair.
35.
what if we
35%?
four
That's-
in here are the only 4 adults in the world who have not sucked a dick?
It's
18. Well,
possible.
going on the numbers we've given, at least one of us has. So 3 of us have.
Oh man, we've gone full circle. We've
That's-
gone full dick sucking.
we
circle.
got
Dick sucking
full
circle.
dick
We never really
sucking
explained what
circles.
happens after the magic episode.
Man.
Well, you know what happens after the end of the Magic episode, Austin? A happy ending.
Oh,
You're about
now
to
we
find
gotta-
out.
Now we gotta end it. That's beautiful.
That's a goal.
Dun, dun, dun. Thank
just
you, everybody,
cut the
for
video
joining
there.
us for another episode of Magic the Gathering. We hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for us. I think this is one of our better episodes, to be
Flesh
honest.
lightning.
Yeah, it was enlightening in every way possible.
Flesh lightning. Flesh
Bathed in the glory
lightning.
of this flesh lightning.
Thank you. I was going to
Points
ask you to
really
say
rose
flesh lightning. I was
stuff out of
really hoping you would.
Oh,
Flesh
We had some hard
man.
facts discussed for sure.
Can
Flesh
we
lightning.
Can we
Thanks for
make
watching,
a car? Can we
New
make a
episode
car
Monday
called
and
Flesh
Friday.
Lightning?
Thank you for being here. Later.
Bye,
So
everybody. Flash lightning. Oh, this is Alpaca Patrol signing out. Peace, fools.